6 felonies and 3 misdemeanors by the time I was 16. How the fuck did this shit all happen? I gotta start back from the beginning and where I'm from. I'm from a city in California called Stockton. It's crazy as fuck. To this day, it's ranked top 10 most dangerous cities in the US. Like, it's probably number 8 right now. I looked it up a couple weeks ago. People talk about Compton, about Chicago, about New York, all this shit. Stockton is fucking crazy. It's people getting shot, murdered, beat, cars getting stolen, houses being broken into, all this shit, right? And I was just contributing to that shit because as a young boy, you just become a product of your environment, and that's exactly what happened. By 16, I was fighting 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of first-degree burglary, and then conspiracy to commit a crime, which was my 6th felony. And then I had like vandalism or whatever as misdemeanors. But it starts back when I was younger. Like I grew up hella poor. I grew up downtown Stockton. It's just real rough out there. Like crackheads going all up and down the street. I remember this girl, we used to call her the flower lady. She was a prostitute, but she used to have some like little flower seeds that she would pass out to kids to be nice. I don't know. We called her the flower lady, but she was literally just a neighborhood prostitute, like going around making her rounds. And we just grew up hella poor. There was nights where we didn't have lights. Power was out for a little while. Fucking grew up in a trap house pretty much. I could go into hella shit, but just regular, just like ghetto type shit. And then for 6 years, I was living in a garage. But a little bit of me growing up, like I didn't have a father in my life. I didn't have any male guidance directly on my day-to-day life. The only male that I had was my grandfather, but he lived somewhere else and I didn't see him on the regular like that. And as a young boy, like everybody just wants to feel cool. You feel me? Like we all want to have jewelry, nice clothes, some fucking 4s, 11s, J's, everything. You feel me? Rings, all that. Like we just wanted to floss. Like dudes was pulling up to school with grills, just flossing. Like that's what we wanted to do because we were hella poor. And if you had that shit, you felt good. Everybody paid attention to you. You stood out. That's just what it was. And it really boiled down to me just wanting to feel cool. And like I said, my first big case that I got caught with was the 2 counts of burglary and the conspiracy to commit a crime. But let me build up to it. I grew up downtown Stockton, like I said, hella poor, and just grew up poor most of my life. Fast forward to probably getting into high school, and I'll call my boy, I call him Bob, just for the sake of the video. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was on the same shit. He didn't really have his dad around like that, and he grew up hella poor. He was always getting kicked in out the house. He'll come live with me for a little bit, and then he'll go back and forth, all this shit. But we were in the same boat pretty much. We were young, we wanted money, and we just started stealing shit. Like we'll go to Walmart and just take like little fucking sweats and shit just to have clothes. Literally, that's what it was. He was wearing hand-me-downs forever. I never really wore hand-me-downs, but I never was having just a bunch of new clothes all the time, that's for sure. And then anything that I had was usually from like me making it from my own money when I was mowing lawns and shit. But anyways, we just started stealing shit from like Walmart. We would just take things, and to us it was no big deal. And it was like a big company, so we didn't feel any like real regret from it or nothing. He used to love getting those fake watches. It was like a little Casio watch or something, Seiko or something. And he would go in there, he would grab the watch from the little display case, and we'd just walk straight out. And he never ended up. He would just go to the back and just like break the case on it, put the watch on, flex that thing, and then we'd just be riding back home after that. And he was always taking shit like that. He used to love that shit. And then we just ended up bumping our game up more and more. Like you don't just break into a house straight from the jump unless you just really wild like that. But it happens just building up your confidence over time. You feel what I'm saying? And we started off just stores like that, and then we hit up a store called Kohl's. It's like a nicer little store if you don't know what it is, but they got like Nike, they got like Polo, shit like that. So we walk in there, and we learned how to take the ink tags off, like the little ink tags that keep the clothes kind of protected. If you steal it, it just ink all over. You know what I'm talking about? We learned how to take it off. It's a special kind of magnet. We just YouTube that shit, and we ended up getting the magnet. Went to Kohl's, and by this point, we'd already been doing a bunch of shit that we just built our confidence up. Like, if you don't see immediate consequences for shit in life, you could apply this to anything. You don't see immediate consequences, you build up confidence. That's just what it was. And we get to Kohl's, we got hella shit. We're just walking around the store, boop, this, that. And we go into the fucking, the fitting room like dumbasses. We were just so confident, hella cocky with it. We were dropping little ink tags all over the ground throughout the store, like dumb, hella stupid. And, we go into the fitting room. We got all this stuff in our bags. It's just me and Bob. And we're walking out the fitting room. We go to walk out. And as we're walking out, I noticed all of our ink tags that we just dropped on the ground were gone. They were picked up. I wasn't even really putting two and two together. And then boom, we go to run to the door. Boom, run straight into the door. That shit was locked. They had the whole store locked down. We like boom, run into the glass door, running around the store all crazy, and I mean, we got caught. It was just raps. It was this big ass black dude, security guard. It just wasn't even, it was no point. And don't mistake my reflection for glorification. I'm just explaining the story because it was funny. Hindsight, obviously, you be out of your fucking mind if you think I condone this shit. Like, this shit will fuck your life up. It's immoral, all kind of shit. Anyways, we got caught with that shit. That was the first time we had got caught, really. And the Kohl's manager, he was cool. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to let you guys off if your mom comes and gets you. So I called my mom, told her what happened. She came pick me up. We had to pay like a fine or whatever. They sent us a letter like, don't come back to the store, you're banned. And that was that first story. Really, I should have learned my lesson from that, but we kept on going. It just didn't hit hard. It wasn't a big enough like smack, you know what I mean? We just didn't really learn the lesson from that one. We got off too easy. And all the toughest lessons I've learned in my life has been from me really like going through some tough shit. And you got to learn a lesson maybe twice. That's what was the case for me. And then we get to the big dog shit. The house, we were just hella poor. That's literally what it was. We're sitting in my room one day in my garage. And we was like right after school. And we're just planning out this shit. Like, we didn't even plan it out. That's the dumbest thing. Like, we shouldn't have even... Bro, it was ridiculous. We're sitting in my garage. I don't know really how it came up exactly, who brought it up, what was said. But we're like, fuck it, let's go. So it's broad daylight, 4 p.m., right after class, or like right after high school. Sun is up. I mean, broad daylight. And we just started walking down the street. We're not even half a mile from my house. Not even half a mile. And we walk up, knock on the door. Someone answers, like, hey, is Alex there? Like, is our friend Alex home? Nah, no Alex here. Like, Alex don't live here. We're like, he probably gave us the wrong address. We go over like 3 doors down. Same thing. Hey, is Cody here? Like, we're looking for a friend. He told us this was the house. Like, maybe it's the wrong one. And nah, yeah, he doesn't live here. Nah. Neighbors are like, what the fuck? Like, hell no damn Cody live here. We go to one more house. Boop, boop, boop. Dude's like, yeah, like, what's up? He don't even open the door. He's like looking through the people. We're like, nope, he's not here. I'm like, ooh, but he ain't playing. So we go around and pretty much we went around the block is what we did. Boom, knock on another house, no one answers. Knock again, no one answers. And the way that the house was set up, you could peek through the garage. There was a window and you could see if there was cars in there. And there was no car inside the garage. So we're like, green light, woo! And we knock one more time, broad daylight. I'm telling you, it's about 4:10 at this point, like broad daylight, quiet, birds are barely chirping. And we walk around, we open up the gate, boop, now we're in the side, like hearts pounding at this point, because we're like literally in their backyard, you feel me? And we're like creeping past the windows, ducking past the windows, and this dumbass motherfucker, Bob, bro, there's a fucking golf club in the back of just in the back. Bro, grabs it, bam! It just shatters the fucking window. I mean, literally imagine that. Grabbing a golf club and shattering a window. It would be so loud. You would hear it blocks down the street. Shattered it. Boom. Cleared out the bottom of it so we didn't cut our hands with the glass. And boom, we jump in. He goes in, I go in. Hearts pounding. We're running all through the house, scrambling. This is the dirtiest house I've ever seen in my life. Like, literally imagine you're eating pizza. You're done. You set it on the ground. You got a bowl of cereal. Set it on the ground. You've just changed and went in and out of clothes and everything for like 2 weeks straight, threw it all on the ground. It was disgusting, but it's like, imagine this for months. I'm not even joking. Sink was all piled up with, I'm probably moldy dishes, no joke, but that's besides the point. We didn't even end up taking anything from the house. We flipped the bed, looked through some drawers, boop, boop, boop. Someone comes pounding on the door, boom, boom, boom. Fly out the window, boom, doop. And we jumped 3 fences. One of the neighbors is screaming hey, stop. Little dogs are barking, jumping up at the fence. This is big ass black Doberman, damn near got us. We had 3 fences, boop. And it ended up being the cops at the front door. We didn't really know. We didn't care who it was, but we was gone. So they knew what we were going to do. They knew we were going to hit these fences and be on the other side of the street. So they came flying around, literally screeching, and we've already hit 3 fences. Our heart's already pounding from 10 minutes of already the whole shit. hella tired, and this dumb motherfucker's running back to my house. He's running back to my house. I'm like, Bob, like, bro, this way. We having to run straight back to my. Boom, he comes running back. We're running this way. Cop comes flying around the corner right past us right here. And then we're running down the street. Oh, man, this cop gets out the fucking car, and I'm already tired. I've already hit 3 fences, ran down the street, ran back. He's about 24 years old, fresh out the academy. 6th Street, this motherfucker was moving. I'm telling you, he was on me. And, yeah, he came. Boom, I kind of tried to juke him a little bit, and I got not even that far. He tackled me on the concrete, and that's when shit got real. That's the first time I really got caught, and it's like life just hit me right there. I'm like, oh my God. I'm gonna share with you what happens in the next post, and everything with my mom. Got you in the next post, but just caught my first 3 felonies, first misdemeanor. Shit just got real at 16 years old.